welcome back, Saturday Morning Movie Club members. I remember the name of our show. Step 1.
Evening edition.
Remember the name of your show. Check. Yes, as Adam has pointed out, it is the evening.
Cheers.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Bing. That was probably really loud in the microphones. Apologize to our listeners.
It's all right, we'll fix it.
Yes, indeed, it is an evening time edition of our show. We have a lot going on.
This is when we can do it, which I'm sure everybody out there that does things in the media can attest that you do things when you can to get it done.
And, you know, I want to have a guest back, but right now our circumstances with what we're dealing with are very fluid. So it's hard to schedule somebody because we really don't know when we can record.
But we'll have guests soon.
Have our friends back, to have our Saturday Morning Movie Club members back on the show would be nice. It is nice to do it just ourselves, also very fun. It's just a different thing.
Yes.
So, again, with us, no categories, really. I mean, if we do a show special, like our Halloween special, we were like, aim that at.
I know we could talk about a little bit. That's according to our own schedule was what we went. We just got back from Airventure in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and what movie event?
Yeah, we should have watched that movie before the show.
I don't think it's relevant.
How dare you? Of course it's relevant.
Anyway, we went to Oshkosh, which is the biggest aviation event in the world that takes place annually, and it's a fly-in, and it's an air show where 10,000 people fly their airplanes in and 700,000 people go. But they usually have an evening event that is somehow related to the entertainment industry and aviation.
Well, lately they have.
Yeah.
This year, if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, my Facebook is good. I gotta figure out how to link that stuff. I need help. You know what I would love? An assistant.
Yeah, some Gen Z, Gen Alpha can come in and handle some things.
I don't know how to connect the Saturday Morning Movie Club accounts. So it just goes to my personal one. So if you follow, I'm just going to preface it, if you follow us on Instagram, you have seen the trivia contest that I participated in.
You crushed it too much. Participated undersells what happened there.
All right, we're going to back up.
Yes.
So the event was the movie Memphis Belle, the 1990 version. Their plan was to reunite the cast.
As much of the cast as they can, which there are. Back then, they were kind of mostly not known talent. There was a couple there who had...
like Harry Connick.
Not known for that.
For acting, but singing.
Correct.
Yeah. He was a no name.
Which I'm sure they were like...
they had Sean Astin in it, and Billy Zane. Although
Billy Zane
wasn't
not
really anything at that point.
Anyway, everybody...
It's a large cast.
A large amount of the cast turned into giant somebodies after this movie.
Right. There's a lot of names in it. But because of air traffic, because of schedules and... airplane travel. Shocker.
Sure it was.
Well, there's a couple that had some issues, so yes. I think that's why. There was only 2 of the actors who actually showed up.
And the director?
And Catherine Weiler, daughter of William Weiler.
One of the most famous directors in the history of Hollywood.
Yeah. And I was like, you did? And, you know.
He was nominated to back up to who William Weiler was, that he... was nominated for 12 Academy Awards, won for 3 movies, Mrs. Miniver, the Best Years of Our Lives, and what was the third one that he did? I'm blanking on it now. We'll put up the thing and it'll cut the bars in tone. One of the movies, if you, as Kara had mentioned it, said the name Memphis Belle, there's really a primary reason why anybody's ever heard of it, and that's the documentary film that William Wyler made during World War II, where he flew on board the Memphis Belle during actual 8th Air Force bombing runs over Germany.
If you haven't watched it, find it, watch it. It's Very good.
It's one of the very first examples of the long-form documentaries that were done back then, with lots of tricks that people use even today.
Yeah.
When we were there, and they had a panel discussion with the people that you mentioned, that they said, yeah, William Wyler was risking his life. It was more than that.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The event was lovely. I feel like we know too much.
Yeah.
So like when they were saying things, I'm like, but you're leaving out this part, and that part's the most interesting part.
Because they would say, well, one, movie-going fans out there, Adam Z, that William Wyler was dispatched with a lot of the, several Hollywood directors to come to different theaters of operation and record the war for back home. And they're all, like John Ford, there were many, many very famous directors that were doing it.
And just an interjection, 5 came back?
Yeah, 5 came back.
There's a book about
and
this.
doc.
And a doc series on Netflix. Highly recommend it. Very interesting.
So William Wyler had done a couple of things that were kind of smaller and not really floating his boat. While he was over in Europe, he actually won the Academy Award, and he was like, somebody had to tell him, and he was kind of like, meh, for Mrs. Miniver.
I'm in the middle of World War II.
Yeah, this is a little bigger than that.
That's nice.
But he had all of his equipment coming, and via submarine, and his equipment was sunk to the bottom of the Atlantic. All the 35 millimeter film cameras and film were sunk. So all he had was a 16 millimeter camera and color film, and that's what he shot all of Memphis Belle with.
Which there's a whole other aspect to the story, that there were other crews that he was trying to film with, and like this was his third crew that he ended up with.
That actually would come, because the whole bag was the 8th Air Force suffered greater losses than any other group in World War II, including the Marines in the Pacific. And one of their great carrots for everybody was, if you make 25 missions, you get to go home. And it was super rare.
Very hard, because the casualty rate for the bombers in Europe was dumb.
There was over 30,000 airmen that were lost.
It wasn't the stat that it's like the 8th Air Force losses in World War II is greater than all of America's casualties.
Airborne losses.
Oh, was it airborne all?
No, it was airborne.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
Aviation,
that makes more sense.
Including World War I, Vietnam, Korea, all that.
Right. It was a lot. I mean,
so
a bomber has 10 crew. So, like, you get one, that's 10 guys gone.
Oh,
like
100 bombers would not come back on what they would call a heavy day. Because of this, William Wyler was going to do a documentary about a 8th Air Force crew, and he just said at one point, which bomber keeps coming back? What's getting close? And he kept going on different bomber crews trying to do that, and he finally latched on to
because the Memphis Belle isn't the first crew to breach the 25. They were the third crew.
Yes.
But I'm not sure if this is right. It's either first or second crew was Hell's Bells, and they were like, well, we can't do a movie or a airplane that has hell in the title. And there's another one that I'm pretty sure the nose art was the middle finger. So they were like,
because 19-year-old boys at war.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, so the Memphis Belle. And it was actually such a problem that Hitler was getting embarrassed that there was a bomber that kept going out and the Luftwaffe couldn't shoot it down. So he actually instructed the Luftwaffe, in the fog of war, where there's hundreds of airplanes up in a fur ball in the sky over Berlin, he told the Luftwaffe to shoot down the one with nose art with a strawberry-haired girl on the cover.
You can't see shit up there.
No. I mean,
that's a bullshit objective.
Just part of his idiocy.
Well, I mean, it was a propaganda move.
Yeah.
Like, we're after her. But,
it was embarrassing for him.
Yeah, you can't, in the heat of that, you can't see that.
Anyway, we can go on, as you can tell. So
it's movie club, not history club.
Correct.
We can Aries, but there is a connection because we are talking about that documentary.
Yes.
It is connected to a film, which again, check it out. It's probably, I think it's on YouTube for free.
That the original Memphis Belle, and now that Belle made it back and now is in the U.S. Air Force Museum in Dayton.
Right.
So cut to 1990.
Oh, and if you're in the area, go to the U.S. Air Force Museum.
Free.
It's 1, free. 2, awesome stuff. including the Memphis Belle exhibit. That's very well done. It's very...
One of the most solid exhibits
We were there
I've
for the
ever seen.
opening, and I completely forgot about it until our friend Mary was like, hey, remember the opening? I'm like, oh yeah,
right,
that was
we were
cool.
at that thing.
They had like a big curtain up, and then did the drop.
A
big drop, and you're
B-17
like,
size sheet.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
1990.
So cut to 1990, Catherine Weiler, who was there, who I met. There's picture, like, there's a whole other story. And she, in the 90s, was like, I would like to produce a film about the Memphis Belle, but a narrative.
A narrative.
And they let her do that, and that is this movie. And then, so she was on stage, the director was on stage, who also directed Basic Instinct 2, which you're like, I didn't know there was a number 2.
No,
Maybe I
nobody
did.
did.
I don't know.
It's not rated highly.
Yikes. Anyways, and then they had the two actors. One was Reed Diamond, who played Virgil, and who our friend Amy Loria, who's been on the show, giant crush on him, and she got to meet him and was, pretty good. Not a
She
goob
gave
this
him
time.
clothes because the airliner lost his luggage, so he had to walk around with a Miss Mitchell T-shirt.
She gave him the CAF's Minnesota Wings Miss Mitchell bomber B-25 bomber T-shirt, which he wore on stage, and I took pictures and
We'll
sent them
post
to
a
her.
picture.
Yeah, and she was like,
Here's a picture of him.
there's a whole nother story for another show of how we met Tom Everett Scott, but I don't know if that's for public. Wait, did we talk about that one already? We talked about that one already.
Yeah, we talked about that.
It's kind of that. Amy was also goobing out, so.
You meet such famous people, and you just goob over boys that you liked when you were a teenager.
I'm sorry, sir. It is difficult when you're like, you to revert back to like a 12-year-old girl going, I don't know how to speak to a human. Dude, it's hard. You haven't experienced it yet.
The fuck I haven't. I've met Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, but you didn't trip all over yourself.
Exactly. Professional.
Whatevs. And then Tate Donovan was the other actor who was there, and it was interesting. And again, I think we just know too much. Where we're like, I didn't learn a whole lot, and I feel like the director didn't, and Catherine Weiler to an extent didn't prepare, but she's older. I don't know if that's.
She kind of sat there a little bit like a lump, and maybe had just the name, and that helped open doors for the movie to even get created.
Right, whatever, and that's great that she's doing that.
Yeah.
It's just like there were questions, and both her and the director be like, I don't know, and I'm like, you knew they flew you in to do this panel. Have an answer.
Not just for any panel. It's a panel at the biggest aviation event in the world. Maybe bone up on some of the aviation aspects of the movie.
Not even that. They were asking questions about the movie they made. And they're like, I don't remember. And I'm like...
I'm also not entirely on board of the director in particular. Mm-hmm. Cut the bars for a second. Michael Canton-Jones, who is the director... I was not, one, that he didn't seem like he had done any homework or remembered 1990, and then felt obliged to shit on any
projects.
aviation film that wasn't his, including Steven Spielberg and Masters of the Air, which Masters of the Air is not perfect, but I thought a lot of his critiques of it were not on target.
No, it was a little odd.
Yeah,
I was like, that's kind of
I'm getting a little bit of a sour grapes vibe from you, sir.
A little. And and it feels like, this could be wrong, but the way he was answering things felt like it was just a job. Like he doesn't care about the actual story.
Yeah, he had a job, and the next one could be about, race cars and it's equal, whatever. Yeah. And I think that we're a little bit spoiled because we hear stuff about how the Band of Brothers guys are just way into it. And
and that's what minorly, the cast of this as well.
The cast seemed into it.
The cast is into it, and they still meet and get together and...
call each other by their cast names.
Yeah, and so... Let's call him Diamond Reed. Reed Diamond. And Catherine Weiler and other members of the Weiler family went to Amy and Jim's B-25 bomber. Well, that's not Amy and Jim's, but the
Minnesota Wings.
The Minnesota Wings bomber, but you guys know Amy and Jim because they've been on the show. So they're still Are they still in charge of the museum?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what their roles are anymore. Anyways, so like the EAA asked them to take them up in their Bummer for a ride, and they're like, sure. So I went out with them and I was taking photos, and like, so I got to meet them as well. I didn't really chat with them, but I kind of was like more, when you're videoing or taking pictures of people, you're not really part of the process. You're just the weirdo who keeps snapping, putting a camera up.
Media person.
Yeah. So like I was there. But he was chatting with Amy about like all the, like
he seemed like he was genuinely into it.
Interested. And like they were, like they're like, oh, he's like, me and my wife are going to run around Oshkosh and looking at stuff all day. Like instead of being like, we're going to like, they're going to drive us here and we're going to do this. They're like, he's like, no, I want to go see it.
We're having them drive us back to Chicago.
Yeah. And his wife is from Ohio because we were chatting as well. And I'm like, that's cool. Anyways, the cast, I guess, is into it.
Yeah, the cast felt into it and did a fine job. And I will, what Michael Canton Jones was kind of talking about, and we talk about this sometimes when they do a war movie like Dunkirk or anything like that. It's like, how can I tell the white guys apart that are all
we talked about this
in exactly the same uniforms? And he talked about like
Dunkirk and
also in an aviation film, like now they're just covered with their oxygen mask all the time, so you get eyeballs. So you do things like Billy Zane has very distinct eyes, and like, okay, we'll have his
and voices
and have his scarf come out, but only on him, because as you're cutting around to 10 different guys in a bomber,
that's a rough one.
You have to be able to tell them apart just like that. Yeah, and I think they did. I think he did a very good job in that regard. Yeah, I'll give him that.
No, I agree. So this is a movie when Chris Henry, who has also been on our show, he was in Cleveland recently, and we went and got drinks, and he revealed to me that this was happening. And my genuine reaction was like, can I come?
Yeah, you forgot your name.
I was like, what? And this is why. Because I watched Memphis Belle, so like if it came out in 1990, realistically, probably 91, because that's when it came on HBO. So it's probably about 11. And oh boy, is that cast
stacked.
Very handsome. And at that time, like you talk about, we discuss this all the time. We want to have a category on the show about sexual awakenings. Like, what movie did you watch and you went, whoa. I think that might be one of mine. Yeah. Because I was like,
hello, boys.
There's a lot of them, so you can't pick. And you're like, I like that guy. I like that guy. I like that guy.
All of them. I pick all of them at once.
So when Chris said that, I like jaw dropped, where I was like, oh my God, can I be there? I was like, I don't even want to, don't want to meet him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't even want photos or autographs or anything. I just want to stare like a weirdo.
Actor Zoo. Gaia.
Which, cut to, when we went to, I want to call it Cleveland Comic-Con. It's Fan Expo?
Yes.
Is that right?
Sure.
Anyways, the Cleveland version of Comic-Con. We went with Drew and Kaya, who have also been on the show. And which I call the Actor Zoo, where you just go where all the autographs are, and you just kind of can walk around and look at them in their exhibits. And you're like, all right, I saw that guy.
There's Brendan Fraser.
We saw Brendan Fraser.
Let's stare at Brendan Fraser.
So we did. And Kaya's like, wait, hold on. And she just like walks up closer and there's a pole, and she kind of hides behind the pole and stares at him for a minute. And then she's like, okay, we can
I'm
leave.
good. I took care of that.
And that's kind of what I was getting at. Yeah. I'm like, for Memphis Belle, I just needed close.
They had no Hobbit. They had no Joker.
No, Joker.
Modine.
Oh, right. Yeah, initially, he was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which they brought up on stage in the trivia contest, that both Sean Astin and Modine, who are both in the Memphis Belle, also in Stranger Things. I was like, oh, not together, though.
No.
Right? I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but anyways.
Unknown.
I can't remember.
Because they're in the same building.
Yeah, but I don't think
I don't know if they meet up.
I don't think they ever meet.
Yeah.
So that was very fun. That was a fun colliding of our worlds.
Aviation movie moment.
Because obviously we like aviation.
Yes.
We make aviation documentaries, and we love movies. So that was fun. And beforehand, so we got there early. And while you're waiting at, like a half an hour before the program begins, sorry, my watch is probably pinging in the microphone. they were like, because M&M's is the sponsor of the pavilion. It's always it's probably always been.
I leave to the restroom, I come back, and there's 8 dudes on stage and her. Like, what? Hey, what's happening right now?
They offered free M&Ms, and goddamn, I was like, I want a snack, and I love M&Ms. And they announced that trivia contest, and these dudes ran to the stage. And I was like, oh, well, never mind. I won't get M&Ms. And
well, you got them if you just went, didn't you?
If you're on stage, you get M&Ms.
Okay.
Well, that's why I got up there, because I'm like, I don't even have to get anything right. They're just going to give them to me. I got a big bag of candy, which is awesome. But Mary Brueggemann with the Air Force Museum's movie theater. Now she's an events planner. I don't know. But she was sitting next to me, and she's like, go. And I'm like, no, nah. And I counted, and I was like, there's room for one more. I'm going up.
Should we get one more? We should get one more.
Wait, hold on.
Should we get one more? Okay, we should get one more.
Okay.
Leave in the comments what that's from. Wasn't even a line. We did a little tableau for it.
I wasn't doing it right. I needed to turn from you more.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. They can get it. If they know, they know. Anyway. So you go up on stage.
Up on stage. And trivia.
Trivia mostly about the Memphis Belle.
Well, right. So I go up there because I'm like, I'm not going to know anything. And then I was like, you make airplane documentary, World War II aviation history documentaries, and you love movies from that time. You love all this stuff. You're going to know some answers. So I'm like, okay. Because that was I was like, I don't want to get up there and be like, I don't know.
They had questions about the Wasp, and you're wearing a Wasp shirt.
Yeah, but they didn't ask me that question.
No.
I got booted, I think, on purpose because I was a little too excited, maybe.
You corrected the quizmaster.
Here's the thing. If you're going to ask a question about a movie a William Wyler movie, where his daughter is there.
The family's in the audience. Maybe get the title right.
Get the title right. And I understand.
No.
I understand.
No.
That it is one that if you heard it, you'd probably be like, yeah, sure. It was wrong. And it's one of my favorite movies that we've talked about on this show. It was the best years of our lives, and they set up the question, which clearly is like
to somebody else, not
to me. It was down the row, and I'm just like, oh, God damn it! Why can't they ask me these questions? I know these answers. So he answers. He's like, the best days of our lives, and I was like, and he was like, the guy's like, that's right, and I went, no, it's not. I leaned over and I was like, no. I'm like, it's the best years of our lives. And the guy next to me who was awesome was like...
He was solid.
He was solid. He's like, Days of Our Lives is a TV show. And I'm like, exactly.
So he flipped through his cards to find the hardest asked question he could possibly ask you to get rid of you.
Yeah. I did get other questions. I mean, I got 2 other questions right. Oh, my God. So here's the one that I was like vibrating about. And I think this is minorly also what got me booted. Because the guy next to me...
Because you were dancing.
The guy next to me... Because the best years of our lives questions were coming. They kept asking about that movie, and it kept getting closer to me. And I'm like, by the time they get to me, those are going to be out, and I don't get to answer a question about the movie that I love. Like, oh my God. And the question was about the guy who plays Homer. The guy who lost his arms.
Lost both hands for real in World War II.
Right. He has achieved a special achievement that no one else has achieved
in the history of Hollywood.
In the history of film. What is it? And I was like, I know this answer. Oh my God. And the guy's like, he's like, do you want multiple choice? And I was like, no!
Absolutely not.
I did not say that out loud, but I was like, you don't need it. I can just tell you. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? I do. I literally I know this answer. I said out loud, I know this answer. May I answer it? And the guy's like, no.
This is how she was on stage, by the way.
This is not an exaggeration. And then I was like, I know, it's not my turn. But then I was like, can I just tell him? Can I help? Yeah. And I was like, I'll just wait. And then they go through the list and they said it. And I was like, see, now I don't even sound that smart because he's already said the answer. And then the guy didn't get it. And then I was like, he won 2 Oscars for the same role. Okay, thank you.
If you didn't hear it through that shriek, the actor won 2 Oscars for the exact same role in the same movie.
Which has never been done before because the Academy went, this guy deserves...
He's not a real actor, or he's not a professional actor.
Well, this was his first film, and he wasn't a professional actor. And they were like... And he was nominated for that role. And they were like, whoa, man, this guy, if he loses, that's going to be shitty.
That's a bummer.
So they're like... Because it's 1946, right after the war. And they were like, okay, They're like, let's give him an honorary Oscar for his role. So in case he doesn't win, we're still giving him something.
Yeah.
And then he won. So he got 2.
And we've seen the Oscar.
They had it in the Academy Museum,
At the
and
Academy
I
Museum.
fell over.
Yeah.
Like, so if you've been to the Academy Museum, they have this row of all these Oscars, and
from all over time.
they rotate them out because we've been there a number of times. But one of the last times we were there, it was there, and I was like, that's fucking cool. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm such a dork, because I was freaking out. And I'm like, look at this is the thing, this is the thing. And there's other people, normal people there, and they're just like, what the fuck is this woman? And then you would see them kind of like, be like, who? And they would creep over and they'd be like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, they don't know who it is.
They don't know who it is. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Anyways, I'm a giant nerdo, but I got free M&Ms, and that's great. And then, so I did get booted, which the guy gave me, he flipped through the cards and asked,
how much money did the war bond drive in World War II earn over the entire war? Multiple choice.
I got it wrong.
Which,
but everybody I tell it to, they're like, I would never say it was that much.
Yeah, it was like, it
was like 300 million, 500 million, or 100 billion. And I'm like, this is World War II dollars. No way it's 100 billion. And I was like, let's go middle ground.
It was 100 billion.
It was 100 billion.
Which translates into about $3 trillion now, and that's how much they raised back then. But they found a hard one so they could get rid of her.
And so the thing that happened, because I'm like, whatever, I got my M&Ms, I don't care. Thing goes on. The guy next to me, I believe it was his son who actually won, which is impressive. Because I'm like, well done, sir. You're teaching him all sorts of cool, fun things. But after the show, a friend of ours came up to me from, because we were all kind of milling and like talking to our friends. And he's like, hey. And he's like, you were robbed. They did that. He booted you on purpose. And I was like, thank you. It's not just in my imagination. Because I was like, he did that on purpose.
No, they got rid of you.
He did not like my enthusiasm.
No. I wasn't behaved in the audience either, but you...
Well, a lot of people weren't in the audience. Because people wouldn't answer, and you're just like...
Start shouting things when...
Like, they've had long enough to try and come up with it. Like...
5-second rule.
Let's move on. In the interest of time, let's move on. Which, speaking of...
Anyway.
That was our last week. A few other side quick notes, which I realize we're like deep into the show now. Ghost Toilet Progress is coming along nicely. We made our goal.
We made our goal for initial pre-production funds. So the movie now has a company. It has a bank account.
An LLC set. Our lawyer has set up our LLC, and she's working on getting our EIN number currently so we can get our bank account.
Very soon will be the prospect of prospect, that there will be moments where people will now be able to invest serious money in the film. And all we say is, how much money would you like to make on this?
It's called Ghost Toilet.
Printing money.
Easy money. Yes, so... We'll keep you updated, but my LLC that I established, I'm very proud of.
Which is?
More Martinelli Films. So Moore, Moore, is my grandfather's name, and Martinelli is my maiden name. So my grandfather is the one who got me into movies. He got me into aviation. He got me into history. He was the best.
Yeah.
And it just pleases me because he is going to be... So wherever you are in the universe where you go, so pleased to see that.
And we put pictures of him in the background of most every movie we've ever worked on. Not even our own movies.
Him and my grandma are, it's the Easter egg in anything that we've shot.
Yeah.
They are
might
in the
not
background.
even be producing or directing it, but if we're in the camera or art department, we stuck it in there.
They're in there. Which I love. So speaking of Band of Brothers, like he liked that show. And he said, he's like, oh, there's a guy named Moore in the last episode. And he was just like tickled. And so I was like, I'm going to name my company Moore Martinelli, which also works. More Martinelli Films. People are going to want more.
So anyway.
So that's where the progress is now.
Yes.
So let's move on to the actual premise of the show, which is talking about movies we watched this week, which minorly is like the last 3 weeks because we've had a lot of not being able to film the show. So I am going to pick the ones, we'll mention them all. like a quick mention is we watched Nightmare on Elm Street again. And that I haven't seen for a while.
It's been a bit.
And
Johnny Depp's film debut.
That movie is frustrating, to say the least, just by
But it's groundbreaking.
It's groundbreaking. We listened to. Did you listen to
the podcast?
What Went Wrong?
What Went Wrong?
Did I
Great podcast.
Super independent film. Now franchise. Hello, Ghost Toilet.
Yeah. And I mean, the biggest. I mean, they've had Final Girls and all that before. What I think is true, as well as that podcast was talking about, is this is one of the very first villains that had characterization. It wasn't just like a faceless
stalker
big
slasher
creature with an axe, but Freddy Krueger actually has
a
personality and eyes, and is expressive and character to him.
Yeah.
And that was a big step that I think a lot of people were telling them, no, it has to be this like Duel, this and Jaws, like this unstoppable force that just keeps coming at you, where Krueger has a much more.
I have a question for everyone out there in cinema land. Because the thing that frustrates me about Nightmare on Elm Street, and always has, is that the end of the movie, when she's like, I'm going to bring him back from the nightmare, and she's barred in the house, locked in the house. And the dad detective across the... Well, he's inside. But the police officer's just like, her? And she's like, help me. And he's like, no. And I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking plot point ever.
Yeah.
But now I'm wondering... Is that just in the dream?
Right. I mean,
because I mean, she's still sleeping.
They shot several endings to the movie.
Well, I know that
and tried them out, but that's one of the larger theories, is that she never woke up, and that's why that's what happens in your dream. Is you're like, why won't you help me? She never pulled him out of the dream. Yeah. Everybody's still in it.
Yeah. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes the largest amount of sense.
It's the largest amount of sense, and I think that's the right answer. Because, I'm like, but my other favorite. Very quickly before we move on, the credits have her mom, who is terrible, the worst acting ever.
And she's like a real person. Like, she's acted in a million things.
I don't know why it's so bad. It's bad.
I'm sorry, I blame the director for just giving her dog shit to do in that movie.
Well, right, but like...
Like, I know there's 80s drunk, but this is 80s drunk.
Yeah, and the reads are terrible. Where you're like, ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
It's pretty bad. But in the credits, she's just listed as Tina's mom. Which I was like, that should be somebody's cat name. Yeah. This is my cat.
Tina's mom. See if anybody gets it. Mike Went would come over and goes,
Pretty sure Laura would get it.
Laura would get it, yeah. Anyway, so
that was one we dipped into
that.
Because we watched we also watched the thing on Netflix. There's a Netflix series about movies.
About making it, where they had...
movies that made us.
Movies that made us. And they had a director, they had Jacques Haken, who was a DP, who I worked for.
Yeah.
He's since passed. And a blue million other people that worked on that. The effects people that they interviewed on that.
Yeah, so we watched that, and I was like, I haven't watched this in a while.
Let's give it another shot. Let's give it another look.
Went to our local library, plug for the library, and... They had a remastered version of it in the new release. Because I was like looking at the release, I'm like, what the hell?
And it was okay. Sometimes that can get a bit rough because of, shitty Blu-ray transfers.
Right.
Like, just put it in Blu-ray and it's better. No, because you messed it up with Jurassic Park.
I also believe that they're supposed to be in Ohio in that movie, but there's palm trees.
Palm trees everywhere. They're supposed
somebody says they're in Ohio.
They're supposed to be in Springfield, Ohio.
Right. Like,
no, they're not. Like, not even like a little palm tree in the background.
Why do you even say that?
It's right between the two characters.
Like, why you even gotta say that? Like, clearly it doesn't have any bearing on the plot. Whatever. I know they do that all the time. All right. And then the other really quickly, Paul, that we've watched a gazillion times.
Yep.
I love that movie. It's fun.
As one of our themes this summer is to watch movies about aliens, and that one's pretty on the nose, and also full of other alien Easter eggs throughout the entire film.
I enjoy that movie very, very much. Our outdoor movie program this summer theme is I Want to Believe. So all alien-themed movies.
This means something.
I love Paul so much. It's so funny. It's got great stuff in it.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too... because have a lot else to cover, but do you have a favorite part of Paul?
I think it's when they're at Devil's Tower or
That's a good bit.
Moorcroft, Wyoming.
Right.
Yeah, I think my least favorite part of that movie, because I was thinking about it and what was bugging me, it's the score. Like it feels slightly like a ninth grader scored it. Like it is extremely heavy-handed.
Oh yeah, I don't think I even noticed it. So maybe it's just
when it's flipping back and forth between characters, which I am a firm believer in scores of giving people their own themes.
Yes,
but
each character have their own
such a
theme.
hard flip. Like,
it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'll
work
have to listen for that next time.
Yeah,
I guess I don't. I never noticed that because
It
I'm
doesn't
too
work for me.
busy laughing.
Yeah.
I don't know what my favorite part of it is. I like it all. It's fun. I like when he's like, this says we should stand 500 feet back. This is far too close. And he just lights it.
Yeah.
That's a quote we use a lot.
Shoots flaming balls.
Anyways, so we're just gonna, in a brief mention, because we did this. Oh, jeez. Can that be right?
Oh, geez, Marge.
Oh, jeez. I have Jaws on here. That's July 4th. Has it been that long since we've recorded?
No, we've done it all.
Okay.
Now and then.
It might be a leftover
Yeah.
from the last one. We've talked about that a gazillion times. We watched Jaws again on the 4th of July.
Watch Jaws. Moving on.
I had a very bad experience. We're not even going to get into that. Let's just say, Kara, moving forward, you can't eat a gummy before you watch Jaws.
Just saying.
You're going to freak out when Alex Kittner gets eaten by a shark.
You can. She can't.
I cannot. I cannot handle it. So moving on. So those are all out. Oh, and then we did another outdoor movie. Little Shop of Horrors is part of it. Which
Aliens.
Adam's like, it's a stretch. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's a plant from outer space.
Yeah.
He literally says it in the line.
It's a song.
Yeah. He's a mean green mother from outer space.
And I'm bad.
We have a little, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's not exact. It's a Halloween decoration, but it stays out all year.
Yes.
I also really enjoy Little Shop of Horrors.
Holds up so well.
Watching it again, because it's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the whole time I'm like, dang, this is a solid film. Like,
it's tight.
solid.
It's well scripted. It's got
the transitions are great.
As the kids would say, banger songs.
Oh my god, the song! Like, I'm not a huge musical person. I love the soundtrack, every moment of it.
And I mean, there's absolute professionals in there. There's comic parts where Steve Martin is singing, and
Steve Martin's like one of my favorite parts of that movie.
He's all. I saw it in the theater in 1986, and that's all anybody talked about back then was the Steve Martin section because he steals the show.
Yeah.
With him and Bill Murray.
Yeah.
And Rick Moranis' pipes in this are absolutely solid.
Also, we talk about crush on people. I had such a crush on Rick Moranis, like him in Ghostbusters, and solidly from Little Shop of Horrors. You would just be like, he's so cute.
He saw Jedi 17 times, eh?
I was thinking
put
about
in the comments if you know what I'm quoting.
You're watching that. Because I'm like,
I am your father, Luke. Given to the dark side of the Force, you knob.
I won't say it. I wanted to talk about it a little bit. We're not going to talk about it now. Because now I want to know if you guys know what he's talking about.
Rick Moranis movie.
It's a Rick Moranis movie.
But yeah, he is great, but he seems so pedestrian next to Ellen Green.
Ellen Green's fucking phenomenal, though.
And Ellen Green walks around with the squeaky voice that what's-her-name had in I'm losing my mind. She walks around in a Minnie Mouse squeaky voice the entire time.
I know, it's great.
And
it's so good.
From the original Broadway production. And
that gal can sing.
And when and you know it's coming, or we know it's coming because we've seen it
a million times.
And she begins singing. I
forgot to. We do have the physical media. And Adam's like, I didn't know he owned it. And I'm like, yeah, because I bought it when I was in college. I've had it since college.
When she starts singing Suddenly Seymour, just, sings the paint off the wall.
Yeah.
And I read that they did a revival and they recast her in it. She brought her back and they said.
She's so good.
She walked out and it was like when Pavarotti walks out, the way the audience cheered. And they had to wait until the audience calmed down because she walked out there to be Audrey again.
Yeah.
And people lost their minds.
Audrey, too. I can't,
No one can squeak like her. What?
I don't even want to try.
No.
No, like even like the transitions, like he's like, now spit, and he spits, and there's like the water gets thrown in the
there's a
alley.
wick.
Like there is thought that has gone. It's not just
Yeah.
like now we cut to another scene. It's like Frank Oz is like, we're gonna connect these scenes.
Frank
together.
Oz is tight. Frank Oz, that Frank Oz is the director.
The puppetry in it is awesome.
So-
Still holds up.
So good. And I read a thing, because, we were talking about how much it holds up and how, the set is great and the puppets, because there's like 5 different versions of the Audrey 2 puppet, and they're lip articulating, so you can see it doing all of the words that Levi Stubbs is singing along with it. And it came out in 1986. There is a James Cameron movie that came out in 86 called Aliens, and Little Shop of Horrors had a bigger budget than Aliens did.
We got to talk about aliens again. Although to be fair, usually just alien. I won't count that one.
Yet.
But yeah, the bit with the little Audrey 2 in the Maxwell coffee can, and he's like, grow for me, and he's like, and the can goes.
The can expands and the head gets bigger, which was a forced perspective trick because there's zero digital technology then.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's so captivating, because when you think about that, you're like, all of this is legit. They figured out to do it on camera.
Yeah, everything. They finished the movie when they finished the movie.
Yeah.
Solid.
So much good. Oh, the songs are great. I just love that movie. It's always been one of my favorites. And like Skid Row is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And like it makes me too flashback to like being a kid in the basement watching it, and us like standing on the couch like jumping and singing the song. Like we were little girls.
Yeah.
So
we saw that. You and I went to go see that. Cleveland had in the theater district, and watched it, and everybody is a really great professional doing it. And as I was watching, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, well, I know, because you have this.
Yeah, because it's like, you were great. You were
this is
5 stars. You're not Ellen Green.
Right. It's not this cast, which it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. There was something else I was going to say, and now I forget. So, whatever. I enjoy it. We've also watched the original Little Shop of Horrors, the Corman version, with Jack Nicholson in it.
Playing the Bill Murray role.
Yikes.
Which, that movie, it was made in 1960, directed by Corman, and shot in 4 days.
Right. Well, here's...
kind of on a bet.
The only note, and I just thought about this last night when we were watching it. My nose is itching. When we were watching it on Saturday. When did we
Doesn't
watch
matter.
it? I don't remember when we watched it. That they should have done a cameo with Mr. Futterman from the Gremlins.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Futterman, whatever his name is, I can't think of it, was in Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, man.
That would be good.
Yeah. But that's okay. It's still good. I still love it. I love all the bits. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Anyways. Including, like, the fake house that they want to move into.
Yeah, with
that she thinks
AstroTurf.
about, and plastic on the furniture.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's about like, oh man, I want to watch it like with like, younger people and be like, do you even know what any of these like 50s references she's getting at?
A Tupperware party.
She's having a Tupperware party. Yeah.
Donna Reed. Do you know who Donna Reed is?
Yeah. They'd be like, I don't know.
Look her up.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick another one. Phenomena, yeah. Which I keep wanting to call it Philomena, which I'm like, that's different movie.
That's a different thing.
It's an Argento movie from the 80s. It has Jennifer Connelly in it.
It's super young Jennifer Connelly before.
I think it's either right before or right after Labyrinth.
Okay.
It's butted up against it.
Yeah.
It might be
It might be after, actually.
Might be after.
Difficult.
We'll look it up.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those movies that popped up into my feed somewhere, like that it's like, hey, here's the thing. And I was like, fascinating. I'm going to find that. And we had to rent it because like the library doesn't have it. Like no one, you can't find it streaming. It's, but Cinematheque is showing it because I
saw that.
Yeah, I was like, damn it, I would have went and done that. Cinematheque is solid right now.
Yeah,
like their lineup,
programming.
They have. If you're in Cleveland, Cinematheque's at the Cleveland Institute of Art downtown. Highly recommend going there.
Look up their schedule. Good stuff.
They've got which is David. The new guy who's in charge of it. New director.
We'll put the name underneath.
David Huffman. I think that's right. I know him. Why am I blanking? Because I'm tired. Anyways, he's doing a great job. He's got some solid choices going Anyways, so we watched Phenomenon. Do you remember do you remember this? Because it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a little bit, but yeah.
Here's the thing that I keep remembering about it is how bad the music is. Like, it was like hard, heavy metal music, and it was weird. Like, normally
once in a while
in a horror movie, you're like, all right, I'll take it. It was just like hard slam into it, and it made zero sense. And you would so much that you just laughed. That you're like, what is going on? But it's interesting. It's like she's into bugs, and then the bugs talk to her.
Yeah, and then
they help her
there's a guy,
solve the murder.
An entomologist that is trying to help her and Obi-Wan her because he knows she has power over the bugs.
Right, and she like sleepwalks and finds the murderer or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of
it's a little weird.
Connecting layers to it.
Yeah, and then the end is crazy because she ends up at like that weird icky pool in the house with that lady.
Yeah.
Who's the killer that you're like, it's a killer, and now you can't get away.
They poltergeist her and throw her in a big sludge pool.
Yeah. It gets wild at the end.
Yeah. Oscar winner.
Yeah.
Not in that movie.
You're like, here's a guy to save you. And then she kills him, and you're like, oh, that's a shining moment.
Yeah. Yeah, a teenage Jennifer Connelly. Like, I was just made by Italian cinema back then. I was just waiting for it to be inappropriate. And shockingly, it is never inappropriate.
Same. I was like, oh, this is going to get weird. I'm like, nope.
Nope. Mm-mm. They save that for career opportunities.
Who was the old guy? That bug guy.
Donald Pleasant.
Yeah, from
100,000.
100 things, but I always think of him as
Great Escape.
Great Escape. Yeah.
Did you just lock up?
I did, because I don't know what I want to say for my review. Because I was like, I liked it. I'm like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
And I was like, is it worth watching? Maybe because it's different. I would say it's worth watching because it's different. Sorry, everybody. All right. Silver Bullet was the other one that Okay, so here's two movies that I picked to watch because of another podcast that I listened to, and there was an actress on there, and she's like, these are the horror movies I love. And I was like, well, let's give those a dip.
Go down the list.
Stephen King's Silver Bullet from the 80s with Corey Haim, was in a wheelchair, and...
Right.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that one was a bit rough.
Yo, boy. And then...
Would they melt down for the Silver Bullet to shoot werewolves, clearly?
I thought it was a necklace.
Yeah,
but I don't remember what the necklace...
It was like they had one shot.
That was another frustrating ending. I'm like...
And then the adult that was with them, who was...
Gary Busey.
Gary frickin' Busey is the adult presence in the movie.
Yeah, it was... And then there was just like one of those like tropes where it's like, we have one bullet and I'm gonna fumble with it. Oh no, it almost went down the bed. And I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Be competent.
I can't. I'm out on this.
It was a couple of kids and Gary Busey, to be fair.
Still, you know, you have one shot. Why'd you take the bullet out of the gun? Moving on.
Yeah.
And then the other one she recommended was A Changeling, which has always been in my head of watching.
It's been that's always floated around. I never had watched it before.
Right. So these were also library finds that I went and got, and I enjoyed The Changeling. I think that was pretty good.
It is a lot more than you think it's going to. And with The Changeling, what that is referring to is, boy, did I not think that's what the road we were going down.
Yeah, I mean, it's got good bits, like where he's listening to the reel-to-reel when he was recording.
Yeah. Like,
there's a seance in the recording, and I can't remember the kid's name, but he's like, he keeps rewinding it and playing it back and keeps getting louder and
keeps
louder
hearing the
and
demon.
Louder. Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got good, solid
stuff.
horror stuff.
It's got stuff in it. That one's worth the watch.
But also, like, why are you still... they give him this house to rent that is massive mansion.
Yeah.
Like, for one dude, which is like, why would you do that? And
for a composer that's just going to sit at a piano.
Yeah. Well, because he's like, it's a music room. I'm like, I'm sure there's smaller places that you can put a piano.
Yeah. That's one room out of the 40. And
then, what was my B? See, it distracted me with with why he lived there. Yeah. And then, right when things start getting weird and, like, scary, he's just like, I'm going to stay there.
And investigate.
Okay. Those are my two. Like,
yeah, go get them.
This is dumb.
Sorry, it's just a concert musician. It's not like a
Like, why
Ghost
are you
chaser.
why are you invested in this? Just leave.
Just leave. Why?
Just go.
Bye.
Why no, there's his wife and daughter were killed, and that's why he's there in the first place. Which I was like, there's a tangential connection.
Like in the first
that.
90 seconds of the movie.
Yeah. Which, it's in the description, so you're like, okay, like, this is gonna happen. I watched, Adam went to bed early one night, I watched Send Help again, because I like it. So good. Yeah. Which Adam just did.
I just went to an aviation company that specializes in executive planes, and I got on board and said, hey, any of you people have watched Send Help? And there were crickets, so.
I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. A freelancer being inappropriate in front of corporate clients.
One of two things. They have seen it, and they know what you're talking about, and will not let you reference it. Or they have no idea what you're talking about.
And will not speak up.
Either way, it's amazing.
Inappropriate.
Hey, you guys seen this movie?
Say no.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we gotta go.
That might be my favorite part of that movie, is that airplane crash. That guy getting stuck and just banging
There's an
into the
airplane
side
crash
of
in
the...
Send Help that is in at least top 10, if not top 5.
So good. It's such a good Raimi bit, too. Like, I think that's why I like his horror movies so much, because they're also silly. Like, it's horrific and silly. Guy's tie just gets stuck in the door, and he's just flailing on the outside of the plane.
On the outside of the plane, just banging against it with
his teeth are coming out, and you're like, this is amazing. Because he's a shitty person. Where
he's a terrible person.
She just goes and closes the cover.
Not watch that. I'm sure
She's like, I'll just close the shade.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Solid. That's a solid bit.
Spoiler, he wasn't fine.
He wasn't fine. None of them were. Well, 2 of them were.
2 of
them. God, that movie's so good. In the end.
Solid.
Which I know one of our friends was like, that movie was weird and terrible. And I'm like, you don't know.
Nope.
Nope.
We will agree to disagree.
Hilarious and amazing. I love a good end. I love a good end.
Yeah.
If you've seen it, you know. If not, watch it. It's fun. Going down the list. Talked about all those. Okay, I'm gonna save that one for last. Come back. Redo.
Yeah. It's a film that came out last year.
Redux.
I can't remember where it premiered or how, but we watched it on Hulu?
I think it's on Hulu.
I believe.
Yeah.
Starring Michaela McManus in a multiverse.
It's not. Yeah, it's a multiverse.
Multiverse thriller. Not that kind of multiverse, but she is on a revenge quest for the murder of her daughter.
So she's
kidnapping and murder. So she's going to
each universe to kill the guy who killed her daughter.
So won't spoil anything else.
That's the premise of the movie. He's like a serial killer.
So
she's doing a service for everybody. She's
yeah.
Eliminating the serial killer from every
Because in the other universes, it's not like he turned out to be a pastor or something.
No,
he's terrible in every universe.
Yeah, it's like one of those, like, it's a multiverse, but like pretty much everybody's kind of the same human.
Yeah. But yeah, solid work done by Our Lady Michaela.
We've worked with her on
Love Finds You in Valentine.
That's how we met her, and then she was kind enough to do the voiceover for my first documentary I directed, which was Beyond the Powder.
And she's done a gajillion things. She's done on Law and Order. Yeah. She's done stuff with Seth MacFarlane.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be in
Rockford Files
with Angel with David Boreanaz. So that's cool.
So she's doing okay for herself.
Oh, she's always been fine. She's always working, but very sweet person, very nice. But when we were watching Redo, like you said this afterwards, I'm like, oh, I totally caught that too. Like certain words she would say, I'm like,
oh yeah,
Beyond. Like I would just flash to Beyond the Powder because we've listened to her.
I know how you say that word, and you just did it again.
He brought that up afterwards. I'm like, oh, I did the same thing. I'm like,
oh shit, she's gonna listen to this.
Said it the same way.
Oh shit, do I? Oh, no.
I enjoyed that movie. It feels very. It's worth watching because it's like, it feels like a very 90s independent movie where it's like, we are trying, it's very simple, but we're going to try this different thing, this different story. And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Agreed.
Mm-hmm. So that was a fun night. We did that. And then In reference to one of our previous shows with Jeff Yaw, Night of the Hunter, which we were like, when we were chatting about it, I'm like, I've seen this movie because I know the shot you're talking about.
Right. And to rewind back, we were talking about the making of Buddy, which Jeff Yaw is an executive producer on the new movie Buddy that's coming out at the end of August.
It's coming
and
soon.
I was one of the camera operators on it. On the call sheet, it said Night of the Hunter shot. And I'm like, I know exactly what that is. And so we decided.
Right, because I was like, oh man, have I seen that movie? So we put it in, and guess what? I haven't. But because I went to film school, I know what you were talking about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, every shot in that, you talked about that. Every shot was a stunner.
Shot is a stunner.
Yeah.
Like, it's very stark black. I mean, it's a black and white film anyways, but, like, there are shots where it is, like, almost, nouveau? Is that the word I'm looking for? What's that stark, like the stark shapeness? I can't remember things.
It made me think of the Coen brothers doing that Othello.
Oh, it's very.
Or I'm sorry, Hamlet.
Yeah, it's very similar
to
that.
Just like two people are talking and just hard black shapes, either the set or the shadow.
Or crazy wide, like when he kills the wife.
Yeah.
Like it's a big wide and it's all sharp angles and like lighting. It is, every bit of it is
last time I saw it was
film.
in the 90s in film school.
Yeah.
And then we watched it again.
And the plot, of course, is bananas.
Yeah, connection, you can write in the comments the connection between that movie and Do the Right Thing. Go forth.
You know.
You all know. That's a softball right there.
It's super easy. Because the bit is that he, like, the description, by the way, when you read it for this film, is like a pastor who's also a serial killer, like, is going after these children and their money. You know, like, and you're like, what? He's not a pastor. He goes around telling people he's a pastor, but he is a serial killer.
Yeah. Which you don't really figure out until midway through, but they do a good job of, like, I think the first shot he is in, he is evading the police for stealing a car, like right off the bat.
Yeah.
So there's no discovery.
But
the audience knows he's a shit.
He's a, yeah. Oh, yeah, you know he's bad immediately. But, like, he just has, like, a little switchblade that he'll have in his pocket, and he'll, like, click it, like, all right, now he's going to kill somebody.
He's about to kill somebody.
But he usually gets stopped.
And it's Robert Mitchum, who's in it, and he's so good in it.
My God, the ending where he's just sitting on a stump singing.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's an old movie, so there's no spoilers. But this is a great bit. Like, he's on that stump singing, and Lillian Gish is on the porch with a shotgun, and she's just rocking, and then she starts singing with him. But because the porch is screened in, so when the light hits it, it kind of whites it.
They do. It's kind of like scrims in theater.
Right. But it's supposed to be the screen.
Yeah.
That's why you can't, like, it kind of blurs him a little. So when you're in that shot, and the dumb teenage girl's like, he's cute, I want to go out with him. I'm like, he's a 40-year-old man, and you also know that he's evil and trying to kill the kids.
Yeah,
and you're still like, hi.
She's dumb as a wet paper bag.
Oh, it's bad. But she steps into where he is, and because of that lighting, like of course he leaves the frame. So when she steps away, he's gone.
It's a great Texas switch.
It's very, very good. And also props to that character just being a badass, going like, oh, there's orphan kids. Come on in, I'm going to take care of you. And now, oh, there's this guy who shows up, and he's like, I'm their father. And she's like,
you watch, and like when they introduce Lillian Gish, like, is this person going to be a terrible person?
Well, the whole bit is those kids are just like, they're going through this story, like just keep coming across bad people who won't help them.
No, I mean, terrible
after their mother was
terrible murdered. Checked out people, but the whole arc of it is that false kindness brings you nothing. It's like true goodness and piety actually bring about quality to the world.
Right.
And Lillian Gish, like, she takes these kids in, and she seems like she's going to be a taskmaster and like worse than an orphanage, but Lillian Gish goes hard in this movie. It's like, oh, you're a bad person? Fucking shotgun pointed right at your face. It's
she's like, I will kill you. If
all
you
right, we are off track from the typical tropes. I am on board with Lillian Gish suddenly.
Right. Which is also a great scene of her when he shows up and he's like, these are my kids. Because the bit is that the kids have a bag of money, and this serial killer guy has married their mother
To get the money.
To get the money, who she's also seemed off her rocker. And, like, he murders her, and then he comes after the kids, because he wants the money. And the whole movie is super tense. And I do not know how this man finds them. Like, he just
follows the river.
They escape down the river, and they keep encountering him.
Little bits.
And it is one of the most tense movies I watched in a long time, where I'm like, I am legit sitting there going, like, I'm upset. This man is going to pop out of the bushes at any moment. It's a good horror.
The only relief is when they run into Lillingish.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, relief. There's a savior.
Like, finally, there's a hero.
Somebody's going to save them. And so he shows up, and he's like, these are my kids. The mother ran off. She's a bad person.
And I'm a pastor.
And, like, she's immediately, like, suspect, where she's like, because he starts doing the bit that he gives throughout the movie. Yeah. And she's like, you're not a pastor. And you're not his son. And
levels a shotgun at him.
Yeah. Because then he starts chasing the kid under the
with
porch.
A switchblade.
And so she, like,
cocks the shotgun.
Yeah. It is
very good scene.
Wild movie, and it's very good and beautiful, and I enjoyed it a lot.
See if you haven't. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Night of the Hunter.
Night of the Hunter. And then I'm going to move on to the last one, which we're going to talk about for a minute. Sheep Detectives. It's the new Hugh Jackman movie with sheep, right? So if you've seen the trailer, you
think it's going to be Babe once again.
You're like, oh, cute, fun little murder because like the bit is that he reads murder mystery novels to the sheep, and the sheep are like, oh, like, I know this one, it's like The Maid or whatever. Like the sheep can talk
with each other.
With each other.
The humans
can't hear them.
Bleating of the lambs.
Right. So like that's the setup, and you're like, oh my god, this movie's gonna be really fun and cute. And then
Hugh Jackman gets murdered in the first third of the movie,
which because that's the premise of the movie. It's the premise of the movie that their shepherd is murdered, and they're like, we're gonna solve the murder.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I haven't bawled through a whole movie. I don't know the last movie was that I couldn't stop crying.
Yeah.
It was horribly upsetting. And I'm like, this movie's supposed to be cute and funny. And it's not. It's very upsetting. There's a lot of, the guy died. Their shepherd dies, who's Hugh Jackman, which you're also like, why did you kill Hugh Jackman? So that was bad. And then the sheep who are supposed to be your heroes are kind of dicks.
Yeah.
And there's this little tiny baby lamb. And it's, of course, they've over the top the cutest thing you could ever, and like including like the cutest little voice where you're like, Jesus Christ.
A little squeaky baby voice.
Oh my God. And they're like, the other sheep are like, he's a winter lamb and he's not part of our flock, so fuck him.
Sheep racism. Sheep prejudice.
And the little baby is like, well, I just want to play with the other babies.
Nope, you're a winter lamb.
They're like, fuck you, go over there.
Go sit outside. Not by us.
And the baby's just like, okay. And like, all of it's hard. Like, there's a shot of them all in the cozy barn and it's raining and the little baby's under this tire by the thing going, I'll be in the rain because they won't let me in the barn. Like, you bastards. You are supposed to be our heroes. I don't want to watch you and follow you around. Yeah. You're mean. That was problem number one. And then Hugh Jackman, they're like, what do you whisper to you? Because he picks the baby lamb up and whispers in her ear. And he's like, he said winter lambs are the best lambs. And I just was like, already crying. Then I'm just like,
you were a hot mess.
It got worse.
Yeah, you were a hot mess on the couch.
Because I was like, yes. A lot of feelings. I was having a lot of feelings during the movie.
Yes.
And the other lamb, I guess he'd be a ram.
Yes.
He, his bit is he's always up on the mountain. They're like, he's part of the flock, but he likes to hang out by himself because
Loner Dowdy.
He came in later. He was rescued by Hugh Jackman.
Big burly ram.
And they cut to that scene.
And he was in basically a dog fighting ring.
He's a circus ram. He was pet during the day, and then they would take him at night and put him in a dog fight, and they show the dog fight, and they show all these animals hurting each other, and then Hugh Jackman comes in and lifts him on his shoulder, and he's
rescues
like,
him.
I'm gonna take him. I was a mess. Every moment of this movie. It was bad.
Would you recommend it?
Yes, you should watch it. It's very good. But also, incredibly exciting.
It ain't just
because in the
cuddly
end,
children thing.
In the end, they do help.
There is learning.
Because the baby lamb then goes up on the mountain where the other... Because that guy...
Don't ruin it.
Well, I'm going to ruin it. If you don't want to know, I'm going to tell you right now. Fast forward about 1 minute.
Okay, go.
Because the poor circus ram also dies because he's protecting the other one. Because there's this horrible... I won't ruin that part. There's another horrible plot going on for the murder part where you're like, oh my God.
Why the murder even took place.
Oh my God. Every part of this is bad. But he gets killed.
Yeah.
And then, so now the little baby lamb goes up on his rock and is
well,
I'm a winter lamb, so I guess I'll be up here by myself.
I got to be the loner that looks over the valley.
And then the new person comes in and takes him.
Yeah.
And it's a happy ending, but you're also like...
There was learning.
There's a lot to get through. Maybe I'm just sensitive. Maybe everybody else can watch it and be like, yeah, it's fine. I have a lot of feelings.
That's all right.
It drug up a lot. And
That's all right.
It was upsetting.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I was not as upset as you were, but there are...
You were not crying.
I was not a sobbing ball on the couch.
Because he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no.
Which I did during Superman, but I was anesthetized at the same time, just to be clear.
It's like, are you watching the same movie I am? Why are you not crying?
No, I thought it was great, and I also was very surprised on how dark it went in many places. And I did find, like, it's making it a little harder to be on the side of all these sheep because they're being dicks.
Yeah, the sheep are supposed to be your heroes, and you're like...
It's like, are we trying to go super Animal Farm and like...
Yeah, maybe.
But
I don't know.
Anyway, recommend it.
I do recommend it. I want to say it's a cute movie, but it is. I don't know. I have a lot of feelings.
It is a cute film.
It's just got a lot of stuff in it that if you're... Maybe I'm just triggered. I don't know. Like, if you have issues with this stuff, maybe you should watch it.
Yes, with loss and abandonment and all that, then...
treating baby lambs poorly.
Treating cute baby lambs poorly.
Just sheep being dicks. Like, maybe this movie isn't for you. That's my review.
Yeah. All right, trivia time.
Trivia. We'll wrap it up. I'm sorry, everybody,
it's
for
night
that
out
too intense.
now, but you could have done it if you just scrolled through the YouTube thing. What do you want? Anything in particular?
Let's do horror.
Horroring.
Let's do horror.
Horroring?
Horroring?
Here we go.
Horroring.
In which year was Silence of the Lambs released?
92. 92?
I think 92. 91. Both wrong. What does the boy's father in A Quiet Place remove from the toy space shuttle?
Batteries.
Batteries. I don't even need to look. Which movie released in 1961 was based on the Henry James novella The Turn of the Screw?
Wait, read that to me again.
Which movie released in 61 was based on the Henry James novella The Turn of the Screw?
Was 61 Psycho? No. I don't even know what to be honest with you, I don't know what The Turn of the Screw is about.
The Innocents.
Oh.
Did not know.
That was it. I've just guessed.
Which character drowned at Camp Crystal Lake in Friday the 13th?
Jason Voorhees.
Yep. And finally, in which London street is Sweeney Todd's barber shop? In which London street is Sweeney Todd's... I gotta look.
Hold on. My brain. Oh my God. What's the name of that stupid movie? Barber of...
The Demon Barber
Demon Barber of Fleet Street?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Jesus.
Bam.
I have been having trouble remembering things. And that's why I was afraid to get on stage for trivia. Because I was like, I'm going to forget everything.
You did too well.
I got very excited.
But never be shy. Go excel.
Yeah. I did say that to you the other day when you were like, if you have something to say, speak up. I'm like, oh, honey, we've met. I'm not shy. I used to be. And now I've contemplated that. Where I'm like, shyness gets you nowhere.
Fortune favors the bold.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to be out there like crazy pants.
Yeah.
But like, speaking up for yourself or saying anything, no one's going to help you. Yeah. No one's going to do anything for you.
Wallflowering does not help. So, anyway.
On that note, Thank you for watching another episode of Saturday Morning Movie Club. I'm glad we made it through this because I thought I would be too tired and I was not going to be able to form a sentence. As you see,
night.
Yeah. But I wanted to get something out because we've been missing, and I want to be consistent, and I like doing this. This makes me happy.
Yes.
So thank you for listening. If you've made it this far.
See you next time.
Not, whatever.